Prince Feywood here, guys. Hello. Hey, just letting everyone know that I did just record this video. This is a voiceover because I forgot to actually plug in my mic. So that's where my brain is today. So I'm just going to be doing a voiceover of this gameplay I just recorded. Did a lot of progress. So we're going to first start out with Bandit Raid. I do want to make a shout out to Tarheel for letting me know that the charm skill or charm animal skill does not need to be on my taskbar for me to have my pet on me, so that frees that up. So I believe I ended up just using some necromancer abilities to take full advantage of those while we still have them, because we're going to be bouncing around from second profession to secondary profession. We also don't need this resurrection signet since, well, don't have any people traveling with me most of the time, so I'm just going to use point blank shot in the place of that. Actually, no, I went Deathly Swarm, and then I end up doing point blank shot later on. Sorry, I'm a little bit mixed up. I just recorded this, so I'm just trying to do it while it's still in my mind, or fresh in my mind. I am trying to get to 7 marksmanship so I can get the full damage on my crippling recurve bow. So that's where I'm at with that. Now, it looks like I'm just trying to salvage here. Anything that isn't able to be salvaged, I'm just going to toss. Simply because I want to keep as much room on my character as possible for collecting things. Alright. I'd also like to make a special shout out to, I believe I'm saying this right, Kevin Monroe. Thank you for the support and letting me know that you are interested in watching more of this. If at least one person is watching, I will continue making these videos. I'm having such a blast doing this Let's Play and various other content. Definitely been in a lot better mood at work and just having this passion project to do. So right here, I'm gonna go for these bandits. I want to thank Legendary so much for getting my levels up, because it does make this encounter a lot easier. I decided to try and pull them, and they're a lot easier now that I'm level 5. And it looks like Barkington is putting in the work. That's my boy. That is the Barkington. What's really great is the amount of sponginess is gone when it comes to getting multiple hits. As you remember on the first episode, I was really only able to take one of these at any one given time, and even then I was having to keep those heals up. Definitely a lot tankier now, and having Barkington here has been a blast. This last one's a bit tougher. Now, I'm not sure why I didn't hit my Ignite arrows again with such a large mob, which I think I'm getting better at. I am liking Ignite arrows a little bit more than Read the Winds, so Read the Winds is probably going to come off of my skill bar. I'm going to grab Ashford's Strongbox. We're going to head over to turn that in. And as you guys can probably tell, the draw distance is a lot better than it has been. I do have my settings on max. I have a pretty good laptop here, but I didn't have my enhanced draw distance. So when I put that on, it improved everything so much. A little bit later on in the video, I'm going to show the differences in how it looks. But those waterfalls over there would be like a haze over them if I didn't have that on. But I do show an example, so I'll let you know when I do that. Turn in this strongbox. This is alright. I think this will work out. The recording, I'm recording a recording, so it may be a little glitchy every now and again, but I definitely didn't want to just post this video without any backup audio on it. and then continue, and as well as I didn't want to not post it because I do make some significant progress in this run. And I do also end up adventuring with another adventurer, so that I definitely want to make sure that it's on film. This is the chest of stolen gold that Baron Egan has been talking about. It must have been difficult dealing with those bandits. I'm impressed. If only we had more like you, we'd have no fear of the Char at all. So 250 experience, flame artifact, and tall shield. So we're going to go and accept that. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and cheer, because we got a couple more quests to do. Opposition to the King. And when I look at the map, I realize that both of these quests are over here in Green Hills County. So Tithe for Ashford Abbey is also that way. So that is going to be our next point of interest. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Alright, I think coming up, this is where I'm going to talk, or where I talk about in the video, on the draw distance. You see those castles out in the distance there? You can really see those with the enhanced draw distance put on. And enhanced draw distance was only added into the game after they redid some of the graphics a few years ago. But you can kind of see the difference here. You can see the trees on the right, very much looking cruddy. So enhanced draw distance does work out very, very well. The only times I have problems with enhanced draw distance is whenever I'm in like really, really snowy regions where there's a lot of snow or a lot of water happening, or a lot of water effects, and it drops me from 60 frames down to 40 frames, but only for a split second, so it's not enough to keep it off. It's not a problem with the hardware, it's actually a problem with the software. This game has always had that problem. There's even a few people that I've known that have had way better computers than I do that still report that problem. It doesn't happen to everyone, but it's a little rough. That's a little problem, I would say. Not enough to ruin the experience, and not enough to not have that enhanced draw distance on. So I believe I decided to cut through the fields here. And it is very easy for me to forget that a lot of these enemies do not attack unless you attack them in pre. After pre-searing, you do get attacked by any red enemies on the... If they appear red on the compass, they're going to attack you if they see you. But in pre-searing, they really don't, which is something I really, really like. It kind of gives the opening area a little bit more breathing room for solo play. Not having to sneak around for half an hour. Alright, so I decided to go and take out this plague worm because it looked at me funny. And I accidentally put Read the Wind over Ignite Arrows. I believe I stated at this point in the video that I need to get used to my rotations here. So, alright, we're going to go grab that hidden stash. Always try to grab these. It's free loot. Not sure why that thing just died. Okay, take out the Grawl Longbird. And you guys see the Grawl attack me unprompted? I think it's just random. I totally forgot this guy just attacked me unprovoked. Again, I hit Read the Wind. Okay. 5 gold coins. Aloe seed. Get us some aloe. Nice. One hitter quitter. Alright, again, I do apologize for the jankiness, guys. I was so mad when I realized I didn't plug it in all the way, and I'm thinking about before I record doing a test record for like 5 seconds just to make sure all the audio is working. I was so let down because I shot 40 minutes and I had such a good time with the guest character or guest player that I had. And I was like, you know what, this was such a great session, probably my best session yet. And lo and behold, I accidentally go back. Lo and behold, I was not recording myself. I just, ugh. Alright, there's War Master Grass there, as well as Farah Kappa, I think her name is. Let's see what they have to say. A challenge, perhaps? Do you need me to strengthen your arm or remove your enemies? Grawl invasion. I should warn you that there's trouble on the road. A group of Grawl invaders have camped out not far from here, and have been harassing travelers. If you'd like, I can teach you a thing or two to help drive them off. I'll even lend you a sword if you need one. These creatures must be taught a lesson. Being as how you're no real warrior, when I teach you these warrior skills... Well, okay. I guess I got a little hasty. Have a healing signet there. Now, healing signet does not have a energy requirement on it. It does have a cooldown, but it's such a nice healing skill that if I were to go warrior, I would probably replace my troll engine with it. Now, seeing as I don't have a sword, I'm going to replace one of these sword abilities, which require adrenaline. And then give this a shot. Farah Kappa. Capo. Hello! Opposition to the king. You must be joking. Not since King Doric himself has Ascalon had a finer king than Adalbern. The only good royalist is a dead royalist, I say. Excuse me, my mistake. Shoo! Okay. Alright, I look for Grawl invaders. Green Hills County. Opposition to the king. Still over here. And Tithe for Asher Abbey, I have to talk to 2 more locals. Locals question. 1 of 3. Which I think Farah Capo was the first one. So we're going to head down this way. And I believe at this point in the game, I just comment on just how gorgeous this area is. It really is. Grasden the Protector. Hail, apprentice! I am Gazden, a trainer in the art of protection prayers. It's a different kind of healing. We protectors use skills that help to prevent damage rather than restore health. What brings you here? Alright, looks like he has quite a few quests for us here, as well as continuations. You're here to collect Baradin's tithe? You look like you could use a little assistance on the return trip. I'm certain that Devona will be watching over you should you encounter any bandits on your way back. Cool. Opposition to the king. From what I have seen, King Adalbern is a man of great compassion. There will always be those malcontents who seek to blame every hardship in life on the current monarch. Many of the royalists are merely misguided. In time, they will realize the error of their ways. Well, I hope you're right. Second profession. I only train those who have already learned something about being a monk. If you wish to take monk as a secondary profession, you should talk to Brother Menlo in Ashford Abbey. So I haven't really decided on going monk or not yet, or what my secondary profession is. Most likely it will be monk, but we're going to hold off on that. Looks like we have Kasha Blackblood, which I believe is the second trainer for. Greetings, I am Kasha Blackblood. I train necromancer apprentices in the art of blood magic, that is, stealing health from enemies to feed oneself. Is there something you'd like to discuss with me? Alright, so I was saying is the second necromancer. Maybe you don't remember how Ascalon was before Adalbern. The crown peddled influence to guilds for the slightest show of coin. Who would wish for a thing like that to return? Not I. Long live the king. It looks like we get attacked here. But while we're being attacked, yeah, she is the second necromancer trainer for the profession, just like that monk I just talked to is the second monk trainer. We got some troll engine there. Grawl just kind of attack us out of nowhere. Not cool. Barkington and I will not have it. Get a little 6 gold there. Now I understand that you may not be able to hear, and this is just the secondary profession. I'm not sure how the audio is going to work with in-game stuff. You may not be able to hear any in-game audio. Not 100% sure since I'm still recording a recording, but if so, I'd rather have commentary than sound, I should say. So, return to Devona for your reward. Okay, so we just have the Grawl invasion to do over here. I'm hoping it goes well. I'm hoping there isn't any reverb or double audio, so fingers crossed. This is a mighty beautiful area. Very, very beautiful area. We should be able to hear the in-game just because it's recording from my monitor. So we should be fine. We should be fine. It should be fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Alright, Stone Elemental going down. Oh yeah. Go Barkington. Finishing off that kill. Like a good pup. Not enough energy. Bing bada boom. Bing bada boom. Alright, tall shield. Overall, long spear, gear. Alright, quest update. Still gotta kill some Grawl. But this is where I start talking about the God Rays coming through the trees. And I think I say at this point in the Let's Play that if there was any fantasy setting I would want to live in, it would be here in Ascalon pre-searing. This is probably like the most beautiful place I could think about living, just because where I'm from, we don't really get a fall. I've only seen like good fall weather once in my life, and it's whenever I visited my grandparents in Indianapolis. So I'm very much enamored with the fall season, just because it's so goddamn gorgeous. We don't get orange trees over here unless you're in a parking lot of a Target, where they have some ones that they have in their parking lot where they have like they have them shipped over, but like it's a particular tree that has red leaves, but it's not like true autumn trees. I don't know enough about trees, but that's probably the closest we get over here is the Target parking lot. Yeah. So I definitely want to move my family one day to some place that does have a nice fall. Alright. I think this is the last Grawl Invader I have to take care of before this quest ends up updating. It does. Okay. So we gotta go talk to the warrior again. War Master Grast for our reward. Sorry if this recording is awkward, guys. This was such a great recording. I'm still kicking myself in the butt, but I'm still trying to cover all of the things that I did in the actual recording. And if anyone's wondering, I am planning on staying in pre-searing for a while. I'm looking forward to just exploring all of the places I never did. War Master Grast. Ah, that's a relief. The only good Grawl is a dead Grawl, I say. Yeah. Alright, so this right here is of course, the secondary warrior trainer. Like I said, I haven't quite decided yet, but we'll come back to War Master Grast if warrior is what I decide. Pretty much Sword Master, Hammer Master, Axe Mastery, and Tactics is what my other attribute points would go towards. And it looks like we leveled up to level 6, so we're going to go ahead and spend that attribute. There we go. And I just need more attributes to get it any further than that. I'm probably going to go with getting my marksmanship up to 7 before I start attributing my points to anything else. Just because I really want to get the full advantage of my bow's damage. All right, we're gonna do a little. While this is going on, I'll talk more about what was I talking about? Oh, my brain. I was talking about something when it comes to the game. Darn it. Well, we'll just identify and destroy some stuff. It's pretty much how it goes. I'm very, very thankful for those inventory bags. Like I said, the recording was amazing. It was great. And then it got mucked up. But I am going to be staying in the pre-searing zone for the time being. I'm having such a great time. It's like a brand new game to me, because I didn't spend that much time in pre-searing whenever I originally started the game. So I definitely want to take full advantage of that. Alright. I end up getting another salvage kit here. Now at this point, I think I decide that I want to try and get some more healing spells, like the ones I got when I originally did the monk quest. So at this point, I think I go and try and talk to Brother Menlo. And don't worry about that, guys. I just brought up the recording bar there just to see how far we're into it. I was only intending on doing this for about 30-40 minutes, but it's going to turn into double that. So I just want to keep track of the time. Alright. Got some dies there, which is great. I'm going to throw that starter sword away. Now I got Baridan's Tithe, so we'll go turn that in. And I guess this isn't the point where I go and try and talk to Menlo. We go and we turn in some stuff to Devona. Alright, tithe for the Ashford. Now I think I go and check with the merchant over here to see if they have anything else, as well as the collector. Because we've already gotten a couple of armor pieces from the collector. But this collector has the Crichton boots, and that requires us to get 3 baked husks, and those come from the worms down yonder. So I end up putting that on my list of things to get. We're going to get those boots. We just got to kill those worms. But we're going to go turn in our quest first. I want to thank everyone for tuning in as well. I want to show this game as much support as I can. That's mainly my main reason for putting out content, is to keep Guild Wars going. Not going. It's always going to go, but to show its support, I think it's very helpful to the community. Courage is the true hallmark of an Ascalonian. That's what I believe. Okay, so I've already read that stuff, and I think I read it in the first recording as well. Alright, tithe for Ashford Abbey. Thank you for delivering the tithe. I trust you didn't run into any trouble you couldn't handle. You can be sure I will pass word of your bravery on to Sir Titus. It looks like we get 250 experience and 1 skill point, so that's awesome. I need more skill points. Alright. So, the Duke's people are loyal to Adelburn after all. I'm pleased to hear that. We'll get some more experience. Now, it looks like Pitney has a quest for us. Ah, these worms will be the death of me. They've driven me off of my farm. Doesn't matter how many I kill. As long as there's a queen worm, more will be back the next day. Here's what I'm thinking. Worms love devour eggs, right? Can you get a devour egg from Faden Hawthorne for me? I'll use it to lure the queen into the open. Then you can squash her like a bug she is. I think I can handle a few worms. 250 experience, fire wand. Alright, so that one's just off to the right there. That one I've done before. I've done many a times. It's one that's been known to glitch out every now and again, where Faden will just kind of get stuck, but it should be fine. Well, I say it should be fine. I know it's fine because I just did it. It ends up the run ends up going smoothly. No spoilers, no glitches. Alright, so this is when I go and try and check with Menlo to see if he's got any of those skills. And I think I have to choose the monk profession or to get those again. So this is when I just decide, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'll just wait. Looks like I'll have to. Unless I would like to become a member. Then the Lelia Thorn ends up sending me an invite. And I'm like, oh, I just got an invite. So I go and try and look for her because you never know. I'm going to start saying yes. You know, when someone sends me an invite, yes, what's up? So I end up trying to look for this person because they may need help on a quest like I needed help from Legendary. Was someone trying to invite me? Question mark. Hello, she says. Hi. Would you like to group up? Question mark. And she waves, and then I wave back. Now, if anyone is playing the game and you see I'm on, go ahead and add me to your friends list. Prince Feywood. It'll show you which character I'm on. Come say hello. Come play with me. It's never a bother. Sometimes I do jump onto the game to kind of check things before I do a recording. Like, hey, I need to cover this, this, and this, and then I'm going to cover it in the recording. Alright, there's Lelia Thorn. And she's cheering. She seems very, very ready to go. Ready to have fun. I'm down. I'm so down. Don't know what she I didn't know what she had in mind, but I was definitely ready to do whatever she wanted to do. Whatever crazy adventure she had planned. I love that about these games. If someone wants to invite me to do something, doesn't matter if it's I'll put a stop to what I'm doing for the time being, and let's go do what you want to do. And she sends me another invite there, and I replace, or I put in point blank shot, and I think I swap the skill bar a little bit here to make it a little bit more user friendly to me. Read the Wind, I'm planning on just replacing whenever I get a better skill. I'll go and accept Thorn's invite. And figure out what she wanted to do. This is probably my favorite part of the Let's Play episode today. Want to kill some gargoyles? Heck yes. Yes. Heck yeah. Yes. I'm going to just start saying yes, like Sean Connery. Go team. Woo! We're gonna cheer. We're gonna get pumped up because we're gonna go kill us some gargoyles. Let's do it. Following you, smiley face. Good deal, good deal, good deal. And we get at it. Now this is a super cool thing because I never knew this, and that's why I'm so glad I said yes to, hey, let's go do this thing, this random thing. Let's do some player-to-player content because I had no idea this was behind here. And man, the surprise I had, like the reaction I had was just one of pure joy. I had no idea this was all back here. Now I start using my ignite arrows and doing my prep skills because I think these gargoyles are going to be tougher than they are, which they're only level 1, and I should have expected that. So you're going to see me use some of my prep skills a lot more than I should, because this, level 8 Elementalist Ranger, which I'm also very happy that she brought Toby along as well as her imp. So we basically have a full party here just in pets and players. And our summon. It's absolutely fantastic. Gargoyle skull. Pinging them down. Alright. There's a statue of Grenth. I've seen that statue of Grenth before, but it was never through gameplay. It was always whenever I'd be watching someone else play or in a trailer, or I recognize it. Now, this, I'm very, very surprised. She just goes in there and just starts wrecking. But, you know, I should have had faith. She knows what she's doing. She is absolute monster. At level 8, she's taking out... You know, even with them only being level 1s, that's a lot of level 1s. But she held it down. That's experience for you right there. I do applaud. Now, looks like she kneels at Grenth here. Woo! Now, at this point, I think we're done. I wasn't sure why she wanted to come and kill gargoyles. But at this point, I don't really ask questions. I'm just like, hey, having a good time. You gotta find your fun when you can get it. And even if we were just randomly killing gargoyles, I was up for it. Definitely down for it. But she did have a reason to do so. And we're about to find out said reason. That was fun. Oh, are we just continuing? Yes, we are. We are just gonna keep going. God, I was so dismayed whenever my recording didn't go through. Hopefully this will make up for it. I'm fairly certain I've covered everything that I did in the video since it was so fresh. I definitely didn't want to wait to post this tomorrow, or to not post it, but to work on it tomorrow, because I would have probably forgotten everything that I had said, or most things. So I definitely want to do it while it's still fresh in my mind. Now, with it being a recording of a recording, the quality isn't probably going to be as good when it comes to the sharpness of the game. But I will definitely be double checking my audio before I do any future recordings. So hopefully this will be the only snafu that takes place. Going forward, hopefully I'll never do a 40-minute recording and be like, hey, you know what? Didn't catch any of it. So as you can see, we're going deeper into this place I had never been. And you'll see me check the map because my brain just tells me, hey, I'm going to be able to see the full map of this place. No. The catacombs, you can only see it on the U map. At least that's what I've come to understand. Exploring the catacomb. Me and my elementalist friend here. I've got to add her to my friends list, by the way. I've got to put that on my note. Add to friends list. I try to add any person I've gained with, like, to my friends list, unless it's in bigger content like Zaishin missions or the Zaishin content. Because there's a lot of players and they just randomly. But if it's like a one-on-one, hey, let's play, like Legendary Maya or Legendary Mia. I'm still not sure if I'm saying that right. Legendary, if you're watching, please put in the comments on how you pronounce that, because I'm big dumb. I'm fairly certain Lelija Thorn, I'm saying that wrong. So, Thorn, if you're watching, please let me know if I'm saying that wrong. And this, oh man, the shock I had when I saw this, I believe at this point I say how much I appreciate staying in pre, because if I would have just ran through here for a normal Let's Play, or not through here, but ran past this again, I would have gone probably another 15 years without seeing this place. So I'm glad I'm staying in pre, and I'm glad I'm taking my time with this Let's Play. Ooh, an Norwich Chalice. Alright, so then we have some more gargoyles here. You also see that there is a resurrection shrine, but it's busted. Straight busted. Right, point blank shot. And this is when I start giving point blank shot a good go, because I think I'm going to make that part of my rotation. It's not going to be the first attack I hit with, but it will probably be the second. And this is the collector we came to find. This is the reason. 5 gargoyle skulls, and you get Crichton boots. And I think that's what she was collecting to get. She was looking to get her boots. And I believe that's the end of this run. And then I realized that there's actually another exit out to Green Hills County, which I didn't know. She bows, and I bow. She says, "Thank you, kind sir." And this is when I let her know, hey, I'm currently shooting a YouTube Let's Play series. And if she'd like to tune in, I do believe I link at Prince Feywood. And hopefully she tunes in, and hopefully she joins me for more content. I've got to reach out to Legendary at some point and see if she would like to join too, and some more. Thank you for the run. Oh, she says, "Oh, that's awesome. Keep the game alive." That's something I really appreciated. Keep the game alive. And that's what made me realize, hey, this is... And I say we must. That's the big thing, is... I feel like my content does something... That's why I love about GW Reborn. It says, "I wish you well on your journey." And she says, that's why I love GW Reborn so much. It's such a positive influence on our community, and a great thing for our community. Because with Legit and bringing the alliances together, and to post content on this game, I think that's some of the best things you can do besides playing the game itself. But getting the spotlight on the game is such a huge, huge thing. And I feel really good that I make content for this game. Even though I've only started a week ago, I am having such fun with it, and I do feel like I'm doing something positive for the community. Even if my videos don't get super big, I'm posting that content. I'm getting more and more videos out there just to show my support. And I want to thank Thorn for joining me and giving me great content. That was such great content. And that was probably why I was so dismayed that my recording didn't go through. I was like, oh man, we got to see so much. And I could probably go back in a later video, but you guys wouldn't have been able to see all the quests that I just did. And it would have left a big blank spot. So I'd rather just record over a pre-done video that I did, just to keep the consistency there. That way we can move on to the next video right where we left off. I believe now we're going to go do the Devourer Egg quest that I talked about earlier. It does feel strange. It does feel really, really strange talking over pre-done gameplay that I already did, because I'm trying to cover the bases that I did, as well as just trying to get into the mind of myself and be like, why did I do that? Or what was I thinking right at this point? So, you know, I'm just trying to do a good mix of what I was doing, what I was saying at that point, as well as my thoughts on what I was doing at that point. It's very meta. I do prefer to record and gameplay at the same time, because you get all of my legit reactions. It isn't scripted what I'm doing right now, but it definitely feels scripted. I like to improvise. I like to say exactly what's on my mind at any given point. Alright, so I hit the ignite arrows and then point blank. Barkington's putting in the work. I really do appreciate my pet. Again, Legendary. Thank you so much for helping me get this pet so early on. It definitely does feel like I have a companion with me, a person with me, even if I don't have a person with me. Our Duke Gavin is right up here. I end up talking to him. You there, you look like a sturdy ranger. I've tasked my man Faden here with retrieving devourer eggs for me from the cave over yonder. However, he appears unmanned by the devourers, afraid of being eaten or some rot like that. I need a brave soul to keep the devourers away from Faden while he does the job for which he has been paid. What say you to that? I'll protect Faden. I got it. I've done this before. It's probably one of the only quests I actually remember from my old days of pre-searing. Come on, Faden. Let's do it. Alright, and this is the quest I was talking about that sometimes it does glitch out, but it's very rare. It was a lot more common back in 2008, I think, to the point where people would warn me about it in town. They probably long ago fixed it. Long ago. 2008. God, man. That was a lifetime ago. Absolutely. I was just in high school, trying out my first MMO. Wasn't really into RPGs all that much. You know, I was mostly a survival horrors guy. This was what really got me into the genre. Just in high school. High school kid. Self-esteem issues. And now I'm a father of one baby boy. And I still have self-esteem issues, so that's great. I haven't grown there. Hopefully I don't pass it on to my son. Let's go ahead and kill that carrier-on devourer. While this is going through, I'm not sure if I covered it in this recording, but I know in the original, I thanked the community just for being in support of me. Tarheel, thank you so much for everything you shared as far as your insights and how you approach the game. I want to do that. You know, I've had one base build for all of my stuff. You know, and that's how I would approach the game in my younger years. But I'm very much wanting to learn more about each encounter, each mission, what makes them tick, what they're bringing to the table so I can make the perfect build. And that's how Tarheel does it. Tarheel has come up with the perfect build for hard mode missions. Each mission has a certain build that he uses for him and all of his heroes to make it the most optimal run possible, depending on what skills those enemies have in that particular mission. Now, what makes Guild Wars so unique is that usually in an MMO, you have your player skills, and then the NPCs have skills of their own. In this, all the professions, the skills, all of the enemies have those, depending on what they are. And they use those against you, so you have to counteract that. He had used one example of if there was some enemies that can get rid of spirits. So why would I bring a spirit along with me when the enemies have rangers as well? There was some more that went along with it. I had a lot of comments to go through. Thank you, Tarheel, again, for all of the comments and all the views. But it's being conscious of that, I think, adds another layer for endgame for me. And I'm very excited to explore that, because it was just one build, go through. I was just more concerned about finishing the game and going through the game. I didn't really sit to appreciate each mission and the art, the craft of building builds based on certain situations. I think the only other builds I had at the time was my main build that I made for barrage damage, my hero builds, and then for my main character it was an interrupt build for rot scale, and then I had a run build for when I used to run for tips. So I'm very excited to learn about all the skills again, get back into what it is to know each character, and then explore my creativity with builds. That's why I love this Let's Play so much, is I'm I'm relearning about these ranger skills again in a certainly different way. Well done. I'll give you a couple eggs for your trouble. I'm not usually so generous, but I happen to be a jovial mood at the moment. Alright, we accept. We got those 2 eggs. Then we go on to a worm problem. Take the devour eggs to Pitney and Ashford. But yeah, just relearning these skills, that's going to be a huge thing for me. That's why I want... It's just like when I got back into Guild Wars 2, is I started a brand new level 80 character. No, brand new 80. I started a brand new character and leveled it to 80, relearning all about my character and Ranger. I don't think I would have gotten back into the game if it wasn't for that. And I want to do the same thing with Guild Wars, because of course I'm more familiar with Guild Wars than Guild Wars 2, but to start a new character and get that experience again, and get that, oh man, I have had such a great time playing with the couple players that I have, that you guys are probably going to see more of this Let's Play going forward than some of my other content, which would be the Zaishin stuff. I just kind of shoot Zaishin missions based on if I have time to do it, or if, you know, a guildie's on, like TAC was the other day. But this is going to be really the set thing that I do to propel my channel going forward, is doing this Let's Play. Alright. End up getting a salvage kit there. Sorry guys, I have the urge to cough, and I'm trying not to cough on this recording. I'm only human. I'm only human, after all. I'm only human. Don't want to sing any more than that. Don't want to get, I don't want to get the audio shut off on my video. I'm not doing any copyright infringement. That would really make my day. Absolutely. Alright, we're going to head back out here. Alright. And we're going back to, I believe it's Petney, to see if he wants to go along and kill some Devourer Queens. There's just one. I don't know why I used plural there. God, this is such a gorgeous opening area. I mean, can you imagine if Ascalon would have just stayed this way? Of course, we have pre-searing and everything, but what if just Ascalon just looked like this? There was no searing, and it was just an active part. You know, of course, we wouldn't get our prophecy storyline. We would have never have had to have traveled to Kryta. But, man, dude, this would have been awesome. Something I really would, like, always really wanted for Guild Wars was the house system in Lord of the Rings. Like, just imagine me over here, oh, I'm not much for the city, nope, Ashford is more my speed. The worm problem, okay. Alright, I'll try to lure the queen to the open. You're killing it. Okay. So, as I was saying, I would love, like, just imagine having, if you've ever played Lord of the Rings, you can have a house. You could also have a guild house. But you can have a house where you can decorate it and stuff like that in neighborhoods. And these neighborhoods were instanced areas. Kind of like districts. And you can invite people in your home. You can decorate your yard. Like, it was really one of the coolest things that I loved about Lord of the Rings. But just imagine having a home right here in your own instanced area of pre-searing Ascalon. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, that'd be so awesome. Or like a guild house. Just imagine like just a guild house there where you and your friends could just decorate it. God, man. That would be sweet. Guild Wars is the masterpiece, don't get me wrong, but I could always think of things that I would have loved to have had in this. Like, this would have been my home. My home away from home. Now, anytime I see a red Irish flower, I gotta go pick it up no matter the quest. I love it. Alright, let's go get it. Alright, so here we go. Get ready for trouble. We hit that ignite arrows. Sir Barkington just ignores it and just goes to attacks a random worm. We do a point-blank shot to start off with. A power shot. Feeling this Worm Queen would have been a lot tougher if I wouldn't have waited till level 6 to fight it. Alright, Pitney. Thank you so much. Those worms won't be a problem now. Except... Woo! Looks like Pitney has something else for us. I'm at a loss. First those worms, and now someone has stolen my prized moa bird. To make matters worse, the tracks seem to indicate that whoever took her led her off to the catacombs. I don't have to tell you how dangerous it is down there. But wait, you're a strong ranger. Would you be willing to find my poor bird and bring her back? I'll find your bird. And I'm getting hit. At this point, I don't even know I'm being hit. I'm just going to shoot it. Bing, bada, boom. So, what I come to the conclusion of is this is the end of the particular episode for me, so I decided to just kind of finish up by making a plan moving forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the remaining husks, which I need. I have 1 out of 3 to get my Crichton boots out here. And then I'm going to go into the catacombs to find that moa bird on the next episode. And oh, it's the baked husk, yeah. And I go right up here to the collector to make sure that it is baked husk, which in fact it is. And I just need 2 more to get the 3rd piece of Crichton armor that I'm looking to get. So that is phantasmal. So here I go back to town. Now, just so I don't run out of time here, I go on to thank everyone for all of the support. As long as there's 1 subscriber, I'm going to keep making these videos. Again, I want to thank everyone who has joined me on this journey, on this adventure. Thank you so much. And again, a reminder, when I post this, it will be Monday, the 27th of November. Tonight, as of the posting of this recording, there will be a live stream with Caffeinated Dad of Guild Wars Original. I've been joining him on his live streams, and we've been having a lot of fun. So support the community, support his videos, because he's getting a lot of coverage for us on Guild Wars. He's got a large platform, and he's getting this game into the spotlight where it deserves to be. And I would love to have your support in that. We're going to be doing Divinity Coast on the live stream. We're going to try to get him through, and we're going to try and save all of the villagers, the chosen villagers, I should say, for the bonus. And from there, I'm hoping to join him on all of his streams. He really did inspire me to do my own thing and to post videos. So I'm going to be there for every one of his streams on Mondays, and that's every Monday he streams. So please come share your support. I would love to see you. All right. Have a great day.